Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to DayZ. We're doing a slightly out of the ordinary stream here. You'll know there isn't any DayZ content on my channel, but I do play quite a bit. Now, I have been wanting to do a DayZ run for a while. Hello, welcome to the stream. But, I don't know, I never really got around to it, and, I've seen a lot of other DayZ content I really liked, so I figured I'd have a go. Someone's been here recently, and I'm using my mic. I need to turn that off. But, yeah, I started this run yesterday. I was doing pretty well for myself, but, I'd like to start over. So, let's see if I remember how. Okay, yeah, don't worry too much about that. The DayZ runs, they come and they go. I need to be aware that I might be louder than normal, so I need to not fucking yell down the mic. But anyway, I've titled this stream The Ghost of Chernarus. Chernarus? Chernarus? However you decide to say it. Because I'm okay at the game, but I fucking suck at PvP. So I tend to avoid other players, and when I do encounter them, I'll generally just sort of stay hidden and watch them. Sometimes I'll fight, but not really. Let me start by turning off game chat. There we go. Now the zombies cannot hear me, and neither will other players. We'll drop the flare. Take that, and bandages there. Okay. Let's figure out where we are first and foremost. I forget which direction, which compass bearing you spawn facing. We're not going to spend too much time around spawn. Generally, we want to get out of here as soon as possible. Maybe find a knife if we're lucky. We're going to need a knife for making food later. But, in my opinion, searching these towns when spawn, wherever we've spawned, is generally a waste of time. Wearing down your food and water. Luckily, we've spawned somewhere with a well. Unfortunately, I'm not quite so experienced as to know where the fuck I am, but hey, I can figure it out. I am the ghost of Chernarus. That's how I say it. Okay, so I'm an avid user of iSurvive. We have railroad tracks and a well. We might be in Solnichny. Topographically, there's mountains on my right, which is either east or north. There's a church over there. Hills in front, which is either west or north. Yeah, I might be in Solnichny. Either way, we're going to drink until we have a full stomach and disappear off into the wilderness. Perfect timing. It would be pretty smart of me to follow the road to figure out where I am so I know where to go. I'm fairly confident we're on the east coast, though. or southeast of the map. So if we continue straight, we should end up in Dolina, which is actually the direction that my first run went. So I might just follow the same route from Dolina to Polana to Novi Savor. I got pretty lucky on my last run, and the server is quite populated currently. I believe we have 43 of 60 odd players here. If you do find yourself intrigued by the tale of the Phantom of Chernarus, I strongly suggest you take a look at iSurvive, or a quick Google image search of the map of Chernarus, so you can follow along. For those of you who have never played DayZ or don't have much knowledge on it, the maps are gigantic. I should probably provide a little context that the game is about, well, hello there, welcome to the stream. The game is about surviving in a Eastern European country overrun by zombies. DayZ is a very realistic survival game. There are way too many ways to die. Way too many things that could go wrong. 7 Days to Die it just doesn't have anything on DayZ. Hopefully we won't cut our hands if we grab a long stick. Very nice. This is going to be our weapon for now. If I'm correct in having spawned in Solnichny, hopefully we can find a better weapon in Dolina. Honestly, I've probably passed it already. This is why I said I probably should have stuck to the main road. But that's okay, because we were able to get water, and in the pair, should keep us going until we can find some semblance of civilization. I'm willing to bet I'll find a small lake or lake house or camping site near the base of these hills. Oh! Okay, I don't know if the audio carried over well enough, but that sound was a gunshot. So there's a player shooting at something nearby. Well, actually, I hear a deer or a moose, which is probably what that player is shooting at. So I want to get out of here because it's not a safe place to be. Of course, being the Phantom Chernarus, I can't allow another player to see me. That would not be very sneaky of me. So that's not a duck. That sound is a moose. I kinda wanna get out of here. Gonna stick to the tree line so I'm less visible. Unfortunately, the outfit I've spawned with is not very, it's not very good camouflage. But we can fix that later. Okay, this is one of those hunters' lines. If I'm not being watched right now, I might find a knife up here, which will be very important later. What is that? Tetracycline? I think? No, it's a tourist map. Just stuck in the floor. I could slide down the ladder, but DayZ is such a realistic game that there's a chance you'll cut your hand and bleed to death or something. It can be incredibly inconvenient at times, but personally I appreciate the challenge. I think a DayZ run is a great way to kill a lot of time quickly. Oh, we found the moose. Or the meese. It's a lucky thing to find early, but unfortunately we don't have a gun to kill them with, and we don't have a knife to skin them with. I'm just gonna spook them so they'll run away from here, and hopefully no one will pick up my track. So I see a road sign down there. No, I don't. It's a trailer. But I do see a town. In fact, I'm fairly certain I know where I am. I think I'm near Polana. Which is interesting. This is either near Dolina or Polana. There should be a road up here with a sign on it. This might actually even be Gorka, but I don't think I ran that far. You can see the sign over there. It's not going to be in a language that I can read, however, using iSurvive, I can actually type in what it looks like and figure out where I am. Fortunately, I am still a little concerned about whoever was shooting earlier. The general rule of thumb is to never trust another DayZ player. They will kill you. They'll take your things. And they will end your run. Okay. I'm very hungry, but let's see where we are right now. Okay. I'm nowhere near where I thought I was. We are in Morgulevka, which is south side of the map. But I don't imagine it's a common place for players to go to, at least knowingly. So there is a chance that we can stave off starvation. Hey, we have a gun. There's a chance we won't starve to death. And now we have a means of defending ourselves. We're very lucky because it has a suppressor, which means it won't attract zombies quite as readily as the other weapons. Here we have zombies. That zombie is chasing a pig. If we're lucky, the zombie will have some food on him. Nope. If we're lucky, the zombie will have some food on him. Or her, excuse me. Damn. I should stop sprinting around in case I aggro something or someone. I'm also wearing down my food rather quickly. But I fancy my odds rushing around. So I'm going to continue doing so. Oh no, there's no plus signs, you know? I do appreciate any hints and tips because I'll be the first to admit I'm not amazing at this. Head torches galore. Could use some better insulating clothes though. Okay, I might have to try my chances at getting an animal. However, I don't have a knife. There may be some food in the church. That would be good. I don't know how spawns work exactly for items, but I have found that churches have food sometimes, more frequently than other places. Okay, this isn't really gonna fill me up, but better than nothing. Starving to death would be so unfortunate. So the priority right now really is just finding food. Given that the time it would take me to get my bearings. Nice. That's kind of huge right now. The time it would take me to gather my bearings and figure out which direction I need to go and then actually go there, I would definitely starve to death. Now I have a suppressed gun and a cleaver, and I know there's a pig nearby and this could save my life. Unfortunately, I don't know where it has gone, but this water well will keep going a little bit longer. The run isn't going amazing, but it's definitely not going bad. In my limited experience, I know it can go much, much worse. We've yet to be spotted by any other players as far as I'm aware. Which is a great plus. I think it's okay for me to hang around here a little longer. Continue trying to find a few supplies to keep me going down the road. Maybe I'll even find my corpse. Some of you may be a bit upset because of what I did in order to start a new run. I don't blame you, but I did what had to be done. Okay. We're gonna use these to craft some hand wrappings. This way our hands don't get covered in blood when we butcher something. Which means we won't get sick. I can gag myself. Why would I do that? Why is that an option? Alarm clock, I hope. I was thinking that was a tin of food for a minute. Got my hopes up. Buckshot's not really any use to me. I don't really play any shotguns. If I find a BK, I'll just leave it. To those of you who know. To those of you who don't know, you know, don't play shotguns. Not in DayZ. I'm starting to feel like it might not be... Ooh, that's actually pretty useful. Might not be worth hanging around here any longer. Damn, none of these infected have anything. Please, just a bag of crackers, please. I'm still freezing to death. Starting to make me think there might be something wrong with my character. I've never been this cold before. No, that's a find. Decent bit of camouflage. Good insulation. Still cold though. I'm gonna need some better pants. Okay. So I know I'm south, so I want to head north. Food is dangerously low. So let's take a look at I Survive. Who is that? I think that's a zombie. I hear footsteps. Anyway. Vishnoye. That is a great place to go. We still desperately need food though. We're not gonna survive the journey anywhere. Down to 4 bullets here. The infected had something, but not something we need. I think I will check the church before we leave. It might just save my life. We'll hope no one's made their base here. In my last run, the big church that I found did in fact have a base in it, so it was impossible to get in as the doors had been locked. And we'll take a look around here. But we find no refuge in the house of the Lord. So away we go. A very dangerous move. But, a move that we need to make. Maybe we'll find an apple tree. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned. I think our run might be over already. While Vishnoye isn't too far away, it is still fairly far. We will at least find a water well there. Now this dirt path is very tempting. It could take me somewhere closer with food. But I'm deciding on this occasion not to take the risk. I do see a castle off in the distance, or something of the sort. In my experience, though, castles don't tend to house anything more than zombies and sniper rifles. In my last run, I happened to come across a tab of charcoal pills and a pristine can opener. And my run was filled with unknown food can after unknown food can. Which was an interesting strategy. It definitely kept me alive. I probably shouldn't take the risk of going this way, especially since I can't see anything. But the box of 762 will be very nice if I can find a Mosin, which currently is my favorite weapon in the game. It's great for hunting. I will on occasion check trees, see if there are any apples on the ground. But I'm gonna quickly check here and remember that I need to head roughly east to get back to the road. If I'm really lucky, I'll find something that'll keep me going a little bit longer. Preferably not zombies. I just got a trophy for that. Oh, it's ruined. That would have been really nice to have. I'm gonna close this door before the zombies catch me. Perhaps I shouldn't have wasted so much ammo, but we're short on time. And we do not want to starve to death. Fist fighting zombies isn't the best idea, but it is the fastest way to move on. A wrench is a nice weapon, admittedly, so I will carry that with me for now. But I very desperately need to find some food. Has been our main priority for a while now. It's always nice to be at least a little whimsical, so I'm quite happy to find a cowboy hat. Fortunately, the odds were not in our favor this time. So back we go to the road. Glimmer of hope as I lay eyes on Vishnuya. Maybe, just maybe, we can get our shit together over here and find a pair of pants. Because these hiking shorts are not doing it for me. Cold is definitely seeping in, despite having run so far. hatchet. That'll be useful. On second thought, it might not be a terrible idea to carry the wrench too. We can save the hatchet for later. Now we want to sneak around a little. Doesn't look like anyone's been here, which is a good sign. And a chicken. Now this is worth carrying. This will help us take out some bigger game. But for now, that chicken is my lifeline. It sounds like it's in this direction. Now, using the hatchet, we'll be able to stealth kill a zombie. Which is the best way to kill a zombie. Now let's see if we can find this chicken. We have here food and water. Somewhat worried by the fact that I can't hear the chicken anymore. We'll try and sneak around the zombies here. This is not good. We are on the brink of starvation. Oh. We are much closer to that chicken than before. Will I find it in time? Oh. It's nearby. Where are you? There you are. So this rooster has saved our life. Or, I hope it has. Only 2 pieces, but it'll have to do. So we'll gather these resources. My gosh, don't have the inventory for most of this. Just fine, we can go in and out. Well, we've stumbled onto somebody's base. Interesting. We'll just remember that we dropped the wrench by the tree. I don't really have the time to be fumbling right now, though. We need to go and get that bark. We're so close to getting back on track. I guess we'll have to leave the wrench behind for now. But finally, we'll be able to survive. With at least a little bit of assurance. So we'll put one in here for kindling. Take the long stick to hand and snap it. And craft a hand drill kit. With the firewood and kindling that we have, we'll be able to light a fire, which will warm us up a little. And cook this chicken. On second thought, I'm not going to smoke that. I'm going to cook it like the other piece. That way we can get more nutrition, more bang for our buck. We can always hunt more later. Doesn't look like there's anything else in this house, but that's okay. I'm looking forward to just taking a minute and getting my shit together. Doesn't look like there's any more room in my inventory. Which is fine. Take a quick look at my gun. 9x19. As for my 762x39, these are the wrong 762s. But we finally have some cooked food, some cooked chicken. Unsurprisingly, it tastes like chicken. Now we're gonna hide away in this corner. There won't be any players here. Better safe than sorry, though. We wait for this to be not hot. A few things have changed since I last played. Including the fact that you can't eat hot food without burning your mouth now. It seems fine to hold in your hand, so. And now we're done here. Which means I can try and progress towards the fountain. So we'll take a quick look at I Survive. We can see the fountain is near. A house. And an outhouse. And another house. So it's down the road. Somewhere. We'll try not to aggravate any zombies. What do you know? The well. We'll drink a little to try and keep our stomach less angry. And the chicken's good to eat. Right out in the open. But I'm sure it will be fine. I don't think we can make use of any of those plastic bottles, unfortunately. Be nice if we could. But I'll check, just in case. Unfortunately, no. Ooh, and the zombies are close. Can finally eat this chicken now. And I'll fill up the rest of the way with water. That'll hopefully keep us going at least a little longer. While I'm drinking, I'll have another quick look at I Survive. Looks like our best bet is to head northwest towards Katka and Starry Sabor. Luckily for me, this place is mostly a straight line. So we want to go that way. I'll check a couple of the houses along the way. I don't really remember which ones I have and haven't, but that's a great find. We'll take a minute to get a few rounds in the mag. I'm not too familiar with the damage, but I'm going to hope that we can get a good shot off on some bigger game than a chicken. And that'll be good food for a while. Good eating. Actually, here's something now. Unfortunately, I can't quite tell which direction. So I'm not going to go out of my way just yet. I hear a sheep. That's 2 animals. Some capri pants, a denim skirt. Nothing to replace my hiking pants just yet. So, we wave goodbye to Vishnoye, and we head forward to Starry Sabor. Until I hear that sheep a little more distinctly. And what do you know, there they are. If only I had a bag. I'm not quite sure I have the inventory space for this. But we'll see what we can get. Sheep and what appears to be a doe. No, a goat. A weird looking goat. I'm gonna kill that. A great shot. A buck. It is absolutely brilliant to get some more food for the journey. But I think I'm going to carry this with me until I get to the next settlement, rather than cook it here. It would appear I've run out of inventory space. Eight slots for a hatchet. Well, it would seem my hatchet is ruined, so there's no need to carry that anymore. And we can see on our compass, we are indeed heading the right way. Sooner or later, we will arrive at Kotka. Kotka coffee. Not much tree line here for us to hide behind. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever been to Kotka before. At least, I don't think I've ever been there and known that I was there. I'm starting to think I might have been too hasty with moving forward, and I might have to cook this meat out in the wilderness to fill my hunger once again. I suppose that chicken was not very substantial. It sounds like I've startled a fox somewhere. Wasn't aware that there were foxes in the game, but there you go. I've now made the executive decision to start a campfire. I hope this doesn't ruin my cleaver. We'll drop these and snap the stick. With that, we can craft a fireplace. It appears one of the pieces of bark has disappeared. Interesting. That was fun. We can grab another. We're gonna have to solve this inventory issue soon, I hope. We'll go ahead and ignite this and see if I remember how to cook things. We'll take a long stick. Combine it to sharpen. Take that in our hand and stick a bit of meat on the end. There we go. Now we're cooking. This is gonna take a while. So we'll say a prayer. We'll hope that no one is close enough to notice the smoke. Oh, I hear gunshots. So I imagine that was back towards Vishnoi. And they will cook a lot faster than we will, unless they're killing another player, which is slightly concerning. We'll drop that, put this on there. You know what, actually, let's cook the fat. Good old bit of meat between the legs. Lovely. Lovely. Did my fire just go out? Oh my god, it did. That is rather unfortunate. We'll go ahead and equip the stick. Take the food to our inventory. I guess this'll have to do for now. We want to follow the path this way. And away we go, back on our journey towards Star Sabor. I'm slightly concerned that I'll have missed a turn somewhere. We'll take another look at the map for good measure. So I believe that left turn up ahead is actually where Kotka is. But I can't be too certain. Luckily there's a road sign, and the steak is good to eat. So if we take a look here, Vishnoi is back the way we came. And if we follow this way, we'll end up in Rogovo. We don't want to go that way. However, I know exactly where I am now. Kotka is further up the road. There are also more animals to slaughter along the way. Or at least spawns for them. It is slightly inconvenient to not have the inventory space to carry all the meat. Or any matches. Gathering, kindling, and firewood. But you do what you gotta do. On we go. I wasn't expecting this much out here. So let's take a look at the road sign. It appears we're already in Starry Sabor, which means I did pass Kotka. Looks like my orienteering needs a little work. But we are where we want it to be. And now we have a hospital too. Hospitals are great because I have a really bad habit of getting sick. So I'll take tetracycline whenever I can find it. Looks like the zombie got wise. I don't really want to use my cleaver to fight, but hey, there's not always a choice. Isn't that a shame? Someone locked the door. Hey, there's no base in here. That's good. We don't really want the respirator. I'm not one to explore the gas zones. Despite the locked door, it does seem safe enough to have a gander. But it looks like luck isn't on our side. We're not really finding anything useful in here. Another empty room and we're down to the last one. Disinfected bandages are great to have. Though I tend to avoid combat where possible. Epinephrine isn't something that I'll need. No tetracycline. While it's okay because I'm not currently sick, it is unfortunate. But we have the whole village to explore. Let's see what we can find. Another hat. But I think I prefer my cowboy hat. So far, Starry isn't being particularly fruitful of an endeavor. Who knows, we might just find something that turns the runaround. A cooking pot. Very interesting. More hiking pants. After all this time, still, we haven't been able to find a well-insulated pair of pants. I find some sense of comedic relief in that. A zucchini. Is it still good? That'll keep us going a little longer. And it doesn't seem to be rotten. Just slightly damaged. Green things are good for you, right? I'm not sure what it was doing in the back seat of a rusty car, and I don't want to imagine what people have done with that zucchini. A Mosin. Our pristine CR527. Or a badly damaged Mosin. For me, that's a hard choice. but I'll happily take matches. I've decided that badly damaged is too damaged for me. But now that I have these matches, I'm inclined to cook the rest of the meat. Though, first we're going to need firewood. And I'm slightly worried that it's going to use the rest of my cleaver. I'll go ahead and split this, it's no use to me anymore. At least not for now. And we're going to need some bark. Looks like my cleaver held up. It will need to be replaced soon, though. At least this will warm us up a little. This is a pretty vulnerable place to be. But I'm willing to take the risk of a player sneaking up on me right now, given the circumstances. I think now would be a good time to get that last bullet into the mag. Frees up a little bit of inventory. If only one bit. Hopefully these 3 pieces of meat will keep us going until the next kill. We'll let the last one smoke. Just to keep us going a little longer. We'll check I survived to find the well. Of which there are many. The closest one being by the church. Slightly east of the hospital we passed. That is, if I'm looking at the right part of the map. I assume I am. I've decided the next stop from here will be the military base. The Vybora airfield, northwest of where we are now. We're sure to find some good gear there. And maybe a bigger backpack, or, well, a backpack. Something we've desperately needed, given the lack of space we've had so far. Either way, with our meat all cooked now, we can get going. And what do you know, we're right by the church. And we want to look slightly east. We'll carefully sneak around this zombie. I think I'll kill it just for good measure. Just to make sure it doesn't sneak up on us later. And what do you know, it's got better matches. Well, Welcome to the stream, Farmer Dave. I appreciate that. Just you being here is great support. And I really appreciate the interaction. It's great to know that someone's hanging out, tuning in. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Good luck with the numbers, or the data. I assume by data you mean numbers. I'm no mathematician, but I'm pretty sure 1 and 1 makes 2. Oh, we've got some food down. Fill up on water. Maybe we'll find a flask at the military base. Who knows? I say military base, but it is an airfield. Before we go there, it might even be worth checking out the camping lodge. Then again, it does make the journey a little longer than it needs to be. No, I've decided against it. Off we go towards Vybor. Northwest west. So, that way. I'll hope my orienteering holds up here. We might happen across some more game. Something to shoot down and chew up later. It wouldn't be the most convenient time, given that we're going somewhere with no fireplaces. A flat cap. I still think my cowboy hat's better. Not sure what that's doing in a grocery store. I've lost my bearings. We're going that way. No roads this time. Actually, not entirely true. So let's say this road will take us to Cabanino. Very close to the airfield. It's always good to have a suppressed weapon at the military bases to dispatch some of the zombies, but unfortunately 1 round is not going to cut it. I think I'll get through this smoked steak just to keep the food bar rising as we move on. We should find that Cabanino is right in front of us. Let's see if we can spot it on the horizon. Let's check I'm actually going the right way. I am indeed. While there isn't much of a tree line to conceal my movement, I'm confident that the slant in the landscape, while not particularly steep, should be enough to keep prying eyes off me. After all, a phantom should never be seen. Now we see buildings up ahead and some road signs. That's right, I'm a PS5 player and I'm playing on DE3932. You're welcome to join in and try and stream snipe me if you dare. While I can't PvP, and I certainly wouldn't appreciate being stream sniped, there's no rule saying you can't. And here we are, Cabanino. Following the road straight takes us to the airfield, but data. Data indeed. It is dreadfully dreary the way work consumes our lives sometimes, but I guess that's just the way it goes. A bomber jacket. Not quite as good as my pea coat, but I'll take iodine. It could be useful for cleaning up some bandages later. Like Snake said, it's always good to mend your wounds on the battlefield. Or something like that. Seeing as I've aggroed this zombie here, I'm gonna hop back into this house. Figure out how many I pissed off. Seems like it's just one. I'll take this fight. What you got? You want to fight someone with a cowboy hat, you just got your ass beat. But it looks like I'm getting hungry again. That's not good. Check out this car, we might just find another zucchini. No zucchini here. I am tempted to stealth kill that zombie, but I really want my cleaver to last. I didn't treat my hatchet so well. Covering it in zombie guts and throwing it on the floor. Another well, another head torch. We're finding a lot of those today. We'll drink up. Never know when the next well will be. Ideally, you should know, but you never know when you won't know. You can hear the wind rustling through the trees and bushes. It looks like it is a really windy day today. Clear sky, though. I'm glad it hasn't rained this run. In my practice run last night, the one you'll have seen me end at the start of the stream with a bullet to the head, it rained non-stop. There was never a time when my clothes weren't drenched. That's enough drinking for now, though. If we're lucky, we'll find something sharp in here. Or a better pair of pants, finally. Well, medium is better than worst. Plus, we got a little... Do we get more inventory? No, we get the same inventory. Well, I could say I'm cosplaying as a policeman, and maybe the zombies will leave me alone. Maybe they're into cosplay, who knows? It's like someone else got up the building in here. I'm curious as to what the purpose was of this in particular. But I think I might want to have my gun ready, just in case. A field jacket, now that's much nicer. Now I'm really starting to look like a cowboy. I don't think the police pants are gonna do it. They do sort of look like bootcut jeans, though. What do we think, folks? Anything sharp in here? Nope. I'm flabbergasted at the fact that we've yet to find a plastic bottle anywhere. It is slightly concerning. Then again, there are higher priorities than plastic bottles. I'd take more 9x19, for example. A bag. Now that's wonderful. It is bright purple, however. I hope it doesn't attract any unwanted attention. Anyway, I believe it's time to keep moving forward. Lever is still going strong. What a find. Canned spaghetti, and it's warm. Absolutely, Dave. Bad bag is better than no bag. Go away, I want to eat my spaghetti. There is no need for that. Young lady, compose yourself. Oh crap. This is less than ideal. Time to run. We've got a bleed, and we don't want that getting infected. I hope I didn't spill that spaghetti everywhere running away. Hey, I didn't lose too much of it with a cleaver. Time to find out if they made it upstairs. I guess not. Better yet, we found ourselves a new melee weapon. It's chilly. A tool of personal defense. I couldn't agree more. Sounds like they're no longer aggro. I would appreciate it if you, There you go. You know what? I'm gonna kill you. Just so you don't tip anyone else off. What have we here, an Ushanka? I still prefer my cowboy hat. But you know what? We're gonna keep this for the entire run. I'm a cowboy now. We are incredibly close to the airfield. I'd say it's time to stop farting around the town and see what we can do over here. Oh, you can see the watchtowers in the distance. There we are. There's even a helicopter crash site nearby, over yonder. But I'm not seeing any smoke and I didn't hear any boom. So I don't imagine it's worth checking right now. With 40 odd players online, I don't think it's the safest move. I mean, hell, being here is definitely not a great place. Or not a great plan. But I'll take my chances. Even with my bright purple bag. Ooh, I see smoke over there, actually. That might be the helicopter. Well, isn't that just tempting? We'll keep it in mind. I don't have a burning desire to find out who or what's over there right now. Hell, it could just be someone cooking up a steak. What kind of phantom would I be if I were to kill them? Looks like the meat of the place is over on the right. See what we can find. Big ol' radar dish here. My hopes are that I can find some camouflage. Might have to start sneaking now though. Because there's sure to be some zombies hanging around. Now I'm not too sure what spawns inside these little hill bunkers. All unofficial. So it's a good time to find out. I have no idea what that was. I'm fairly confident I don't want to find out. For a noob like me, hearing something like that is utterly terrifying. That zombie looks weird. Oh, we found the barracks, though. We'll try and sneak our way in. It's definitely nerve-wracking. Hey, I'm gonna need you to stand still for a minute. with my very last 9mm. Just a beret. A bison is a great find. But a holster is no good without a vest. Still, I'll take the bison. Sooner or later, a player is gonna find me and I'm gonna be stuck in that confrontation. I know I'd rather have a good gun when it happens. Worn. Let's close the door. I'd feel safer if the door's closed. There's a sharpened stick here. Curious. My ruined hand wrappings are no longer of any use to me. They served me well, though. Now, canned bacon. That is lovely. It might be okay for me to wear out my hatchet here, because I might find a combat knife. Or something. I don't see much use in carrying a flashlight. A pouch. Lovely. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it has quite as much storage space, but it's definitely going to be harder to spot than a bright purple bag. FX45, I believe that's a UMP. If I remember correctly. Fortunately, we couldn't find a vest or any ammunition for my other guns. A gun cleaning kit definitely wouldn't go amiss. One can hope. What is that? Oh. I'll pass on that. No sense in taking that. I'm not looking for PvP weapons, no. But, I'll take anything that'll give me an edge in an emergency, even if it's somewhat unorthodox. Starting to feel glad I kept my expectations low, though. Is that a hat? A foldable cap. Interesting. An MP5K. I wonder if this barrel attachment's universal. Does it beat the Bison? I don't know. The Bison does come with a much larger magazine. Good for the headshots. Even if it doesn't currently have one equipped. Doesn't seem much better than the SG5 on the floor right now. Also, it just means I only have to carry one ammo type. Well, actually, the MP5 uses 9mm too. Tactical shirt, definitely a better pick here. Another SG5. What is this? An army punch. I'm fairly certain mine's better. Tracer rounds by 39. Yep, those are good. They're in poor condition though. Not the best or the worst run so far. What else can we find? There's gotta be something else in this dump I can make use of. I am jingling like a keychain. I don't believe I searched this bunker. They're both pristine, but no, that's not what I'm looking for. I guess these are hangars rather than bunkers, given that we're on an airfield. That would make sense. Let's, what is that noise? DayZ does not have ambient music. Does it? It sounds like machinery. I don't really understand what's happening right now. It should be safe for me to just hightail it along here. I am curious what that noise was. Maybe it was some machinery inside the hangar. But I can still hear it. Interesting, I suppose. Man, there really is a lot to explore here. What is that over there? Oh, a monument. It would be nice to have a sewing kit right now. I should have paid attention to the state of the jacket I picked up. I guess I'll search the cars, it can't hurt. More is better than less. Hell, maybe I can fix one of these beaters up. Just, Christ. Okay. Yeah, that one's gonna need a little extra work. Oh, gross. Never seen that before. Assault helmet visor. Okay, I'm not gonna search every single one of those. Ooh, that's all zombies. Can I check the medical box or aid kit? Nope. Oh, there is a stove in here. That's good to know. Oh man, we're not getting anything good in here. The door was shut though, which makes me think Please be pristine. Let's go. W. Combat backpack. Oh, it's a tough choice. You know what? It's not like ginormous. It breaks up my silhouette a little bit. I think I'd prefer a different jacket though. Whatever makes me harder to see, really. Now, I have a lot of exploring to do here. I probably shouldn't be making so much noise since I didn't shut the door on my way in. 308. I'm not really carrying... I don't really plan to carry a big gun like that. 9x19 is great though. These can go in the inventory. Drop the mag. Pick it up. I don't know a more effective way of doing that, so you'll have to excuse me. They're all pristine too, what a wonderful find. Quite happy with that. Now all I need is a gun cleaning kit. As cool as fingerless gloves are, my combat gloves, especially in pristine condition, are a much better choice. I don't think I'll drop my cowboy hat for anything, though. For once, it's worth it to be cool. Who needs head protection? I'm here for a good time, a long one. And I'll be damned, there's a whole other story to explore here. Starting to look fruitless, though. Maybe my luck has run out. At least for now. Transceiver. Don't have any use for that thing. Another grenade. Unfortunately, I've no grenade launcher. Not that I would have made much use of it. We're here to silently observe, though we've yet to actually come across any players visually. Nope, just shooting off in the distance. That's okay though. It lets us know where they are. They'll never know where we were. Though they might figure out where we have been, given all the fires we've lit along the way. Well damn. I almost regret not picking up the MP5 now. Then again, I don't really have enough 9mm. I wish I knew how to make ghillie out of this, but don't. I think you need burlap sack. I don't even know where to begin looking for that. Seems we found the other zombies, though. I'm gonna go nice and slow, real quiet. Yes, sirree. I'm not even here. I need to be a little more conscious about my hunger and thirst going down. But I think we can spend a little longer here. Belt is a great addition. I'm hoping that before we leave this place, I can find another knife. There's that noise again. I have no idea what that is. Hey, it's the bird from the Adventure Time intro. Why does that sound so distinctly familiar? No, I'm not dropping my cowboy hat for anything. I'm so confused as to what that noise is. It's really off-putting. I've never heard that before. It's getting louder. Have I searched this place? I don't think I have. I've yet to actually decide where I want to go next. It'll have to be further north. That's not any use. I've always had good luck with the cargo crates, so let's see. Empty. Of hard hat. Okay. Can a guy get a sharp object? Please. I'm really tempting fate, especially given I don't know when my next meal will be. A jerry can. Now, I could fill that with water. That might not be the worst idea I've ever had. CR75. What am I carrying? A CR75. Damaged. 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 Pristine. Okay. I'm gonna send this to my inventory. Gonna take the round after that. Okay, nope, that was not the way. Gonna take the round after that. Gonna drop it. Because this one is better. Grab the mag. Load it. Drop that one. I didn't want the whole fucking holster. Oh my god. Okay, let's try that again. Then drop that. Okay, we'll use this one first. Take that to inventory. I think that whole process took like 3 minutes. No, probably more, but what I'm getting at is that it took a really long time. Empty this. Don't know what's in there, but don't think I really want it. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay, that's pretty big. So north is that way. Next place we want to go. Novaya Petrovka. Northwest. That's a great place to be. Now we just need to be sneaky about getting there. Hey, what you got? Peaches! Nice. Let me, I don't know if I've searched this building. I've kinda lost track of where I've been and where I haven't. But let me eat these chili peaches. And I'll be on my way. This'll definitely tide me over until I manage to find something to eat. I can fill a whole jerry can with water. I don't know, I'm kinda set. I guess I can survive like this. Will I search these? No. Okay. That's not much use. It's a shame I can't just make off with one of these tanks. As uncomfortable as it would be, I imagine it would be good survival strategy. Maybe I should try and find some more bullets before I go. Though, further north I'm bound to find more anyway. And hey, for once I'm doing okay. I'm not in any particular rush. Oh no, my chat is glitched. Excuse me a moment. Alright, the chat is back. Nope, I see you say you're glitched, but unfortunately streaming from my PlayStation isn't It's not great. It has its share of quirks. So the last thing I've seen anyone say recently, Farmer Dave, is you asking if you're glitched. If anyone has sent a chat within the last 5 minutes before that, I'm afraid I was not able to see it. I'm not sure what these things are for, I can't get in there. So let's see. Kinda north, kinda northwest. Probably over there. Hear an elk, I think. That'll be very good. There's that noise again. I hear the wind too, but there's something else. Oh shit. I don't think that was aimed at me, but it seems someone else heard the elk that I heard. That's okay, I'm not exactly burning for a meal right now. I'm definitely heading towards territory that's gonna be full of other players, though. I hear another elk. I don't know if it's really worth going for, given that there's another player in the vicinity. I think I'll keep sneaking my way along until I either see the elk or the player. I see smoke. Ooh, what direction is that? South. I'm going the wrong way. I think I can let the smoke go. No sense throwing my life away to investigate. I wasn't even on the north side of the airfield yet. What damn. I have ground cover. A lot of it. Kinda just need to get out of sight of here, to be honest. These trees are good. And all that empty expanse, it'll be a good place to disappear. Hopefully no one spotted me yet. So now they definitely never will. Looks like I'm on the western side, which means I left a substantial amount of that airfield unexplored. That's honestly fine with me, though. Anything else I might need is likely to be in the towns that I'm heading towards. So I'm about halfway up. There should be a checkpoint up ahead. I might just head back inside to check the stuff in there. Maybe I'm letting greed get the better of me, but you never know. Might just get lucky. Although I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at right now. Well, I am heading north. Yeah, I haven't been here before. We'll try and jump this stream so as not to get wet. Okay, we didn't jump. Cool, I guess. Shoes might have gotten a little damp, but that's fine. Maybe I'll find some jungle boots eventually. Okay. I don't think this place was worth investigating. To be completely honest. Another quick look at I Survive tells me this will take me onto a path which, once it branches out, actually leads towards, I believe, the camping area. And another helicopter crash. What do you know? It's right here. Is that gas? Oh, the camping area is covered in gas. That's not great. But, you know, I might just find something around here. Hey, pal. You just, stand in that big circle while Wile E. Coyote prepares an anvil to drop on your head. This is a good place to find loot. NVC jacket. If I find a full NVC kit here, it would be pretty wild. 9 by 39. That's not what I'm after. $380 from a bison. I didn't know that. I absolutely was not aware of that. It's like I said earlier, who needs head protection? My cowboy hat looks badass. I need to be really careful not to piss the zombies off around here. Another smoke grenade. I think grenades are my least favorite thing to find. Pouches. Can't equip them, but if I do find a vest. Oh, those guys are real close. A little close for comfort. Ooh, there are players fighting nearby. That is terrifying. They are really going at it. Ruined. Worn. Okay, I can, no I can't. Okay, that's fine. I'm surprised the zombies didn't react to the shooting happening nearby. Man, I really need a new knife. Pristine. Not bad. I've lost track of what I've searched and what I haven't. I need to pay attention so I don't walk into the gas. Okay, I've been in here. But I didn't search it thoroughly. No, don't want those. PC jacket. Nothing useful to me in here. This kinda gives me an excuse to switch mags. I'm hoping not to get spotted by those players anytime soon. That would be catastrophic. What are these? 54? No, what I'm after. Nope. Why is this magazine empty? Is someone else shooting off at distance? What are these? Oh, nice find. Do I not have a full mag anywhere? Don't tell me I left it in the other gun. There we go. Field vest compared to mine. Worn. There's a chicken out here, you ought to be kidding me. I feel like it'll rot away by the time I actually get anywhere though. Combat boots in damage shape against my trainers in worn shape. Not gonna lie, if they're not worn or pristine, I don't really want them. You know what, I'm gonna take that chicken. It's around here somewhere. I don't really have anything to smack it with besides my cleaver. Which is kind of on its last legs. I guess we'll see how long it lasts. Now that's good. 4. The game really wanted me to pick up that SG5K. I'll be damned. Okay, it might be time to move on. I want to get spotted by those other players and they're sure to search here soon. Here comes that noise again. Oh. Another fight. These guys are going at it right now. Well, they can kill each other for all I care. It's got nothing to do with me. Time to get out of here, methinks. So let's see. According to I Survive. Oh, there's a whole other camp area. If I follow this path. And then I can go to Nevada. I'm playing a very risky game right now. Nevada is kind of a hot zone, and I expect there to be more players fighting. I wouldn't be much of a phantom of Chernarus if I got caught up in that little war they're having. There's another moose out here, but I'm gonna let it go. My chicken should be good enough. I am desperately in need of another knife. I think I'll save what's left of this one to make sure I can grab bark. I may have gotten lost. I really should have encountered the sort of camp by now. Who knows, maybe the path is longer than I thought it was. Or maybe I ran past. Who knows? Ooh, I have not really been heading north. There are power lines here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I think. I am technically still inside the airfield. Which is kind of funny, given the amount of ground that I've covered so far. But, let's run over and find somewhere to cook this chicken. And hey, maybe I'll grab some more 9x19 or 308 for my bison. Looking inside, the buildings aren't quite as familiar. That's what I'm used to. It was careless of me to not be ready for zombies. Stand still for me, please. You're alive. Not anymore. Canned bacon. What a find. BDU jacket. I'd say that works a little better. Same inventory. You know, I don't think I've seen 45 in this game before. Found a 1911 on my last run, but no ammo. It's really hard to use those iron sights over a suppressor. Not something I'm used to. I don't think I need another holster. Confusing. I wonder how many zombies I've pissed off. That zombie was bulletproof. No, this is fine. You know what, actually, you might be right. Okay, yeah, that wasn't the best play. That's okay. I can take a minute to eat my bacon. Really counting on this cleaver to last. Look at these stupid zombies, they can't even open a door. Is it still going? I'll be damned. We have a lot of rounds for the rifle. No more 9mm though. But maybe one of the infected I killed over there will have some. If I remember which way to go. I'm cold, interestingly enough. 1911. Did find a mag somewhere. Oh well. Damn, the chat is really not happy. A face mask. I think it'll be okay. Once I get to cooking that chicken, I'll be fine. I imagine my shoes are damp or something. No, they're not. Okay. Funny that. Have I searched here properly? There's that 1911 mag. I'm not gonna take it. I better not. Damaged clothing, good shout. Worn. Badly damaged, oh no. Badly damaged. Badly damaged, this isn't great. This is, less than ideal. Glad my belt held up though. If I lose my belt without paying attention, then I think I'll be in trouble. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll grab that for later. Can't say I ever had one of those before. Comes in its own little zip-up bag too. Isn't that cute? Now hold on. Can I fix this up? No, I don't think this is a drivable one. Using all my ammunition on those zombies and still losing is very unfortunate. Can we just take a minute to address the one that I was unable to headshot? The RNG that dictates where in the hip fire the bullets go is not on my side. He really was an engraved 1911. Wow. Should I actually take what the game is trying to give me this time? Yo, this goes underground. There's a whole bunker down here, but the door's blocked off. I feel like I shouldn't be here. Surgical gloves. Is this a hospital? It'd be nice if I had some Tetra. Baraka sites. I don't know what a Baraka is. Tetra! In pristine condition. Very nice. Another door. A psych ward. Bandages. Are they sterile? You know what? Not bad. Not bad. Glad I checked down here. I'm starting to get heavy though, so I'm gonna have to organize my loot soon. Another smoke grenade. Another cult bag. It's as though the game is trying to tell me, take this. You're going to need it. And each time I refuse because it doesn't meet my very specific needs. Oh, isn't that nice? Now I just need the 380 round sport. Field vest. Mine is in fine condition though. Assault backpack gets better than what I'm carrying. Oh, there's no room for it. That's a pain. You know what? I don't need this. I don't think I need those either. Damn, everything is full. Oh, just barely made space. Okay, I really need to find a place to cook this chicken. There's so much to explore. Interesting. NVG head strap. Do you think so? I'm willing to take my chances. I still really need a knife. Although, with those players around somewhere, this might just be a horrible idea. What do we have here? A Viga. I have to pass on that. I can't really imagine when I'll need a shotgun. Another Viga. Okay, thought I heard someone else for a minute. That was disconcerting. Bacon. This cleaver is so cooked. My second weapon, I've got a Bison and a CR-257. I'm honestly shocked I've made it this far. I'm not particularly good at the game. The pistol suppressor, it's for this gun. CR-75. That's no use. 45. My luck is definitely turned. Another smoke grenade. What is going on? Yeah, I made space for the jerry can so I could fill up on water later. Man, I'm not even sure where I am anymore. Okay, haven't checked here. This is my only weapon with ammo right now. Have I been through here? I have. Oh, those doors look like they were shut. I'm so out in the open. I'm playing terribly right now, but I'd say it's going okay. A bayonet, okay. Can I just use that as a regular knife? I'm tempted to drop the claymore. I don't think I need this many bandages. I am kind of looking for clothes out here. So, damn, I really need to find a melee weapon. You can combine matches. Okay, I thank you for that. I wish I had known that before I dropped it. Not your fault that I didn't, but thank you for letting me know for the future. But, to be completely honest, between me and you, I think I'll be okay. I'm too lazy to go back and grab them. More bandages. AK-74. Don't get me wrong, there's useful stuff out here, but it's It's not useful to me. Yeah, you guys can have your party. Just do it outside. I'm not gonna light 100 fires. No way. What am I gonna do with 100 fires? Even more 45. No. Oh my god. What the fuck? I need you to desist. Who in their right mind firstly managed to do that, secondly actually did that? Mr. Zombie, are you okay? Fair enough. This is a tanky zombie. Guys, he won't go down. Christ, that took some doing. Please no, don't be. Warn, nice. That'll keep me going. Does it have inventory space? No, it has pouch space. Shit. Oh, I can still carry everything anyway. Oh, I'm bleeding. Uh-oh. I might have taken a little too much damage. Because I'm running out of blood now. Wait, why are those items in my frying pan? Yeah, they're in my frying pan. Interesting. I'm really, really wounded. I wouldn't really say that was worthwhile. A Viga mag. I'm not sure if I should continue as I am. Oh, my cleaver bit the dust. Wait, no. Did it? No, it's just here. I don't really understand how that's working. I need to make some space, though. These are pristine, so these can go. I really don't need a claymore. I don't know why I've carried that for so long. Gotta get out of here. Gotta do it quietly. Two bad encounters with zombies in a row. Man, that's rough. Lost a lot of blood. But I think it'll be okay. We just keep heading north. Well, slightly northwest, actually. I guess I could check this thing out. It's a shame I couldn't find better clothes, but maybe I'll find a sewing kit somewhere. Those are useless to me. And hey, I won't cut my hands on the ladder anymore. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's Novaya off in the distance. I should be able to, put myself back together over there. Oh, how far we've come in the 2 hours that we've been alive. Following the dramatic restart. Glock in my mouth. What was the pose? Did I, like, put it to the side of my head, or did I put it in my mouth? Hey. I kinda wanna search this place, but after everything that's happened, you know what, I know better. I know better than to cause a scene. I wonder how big the fireplace in here is. Not very. Railroad and a dirt path. I'm here. Or wait, no, Novaya could be right in front of me. I'm not sure. Nope, Novaya is right here. Now I just hope there's nobody waiting here for me. Life's a lot easier when you don't have to deal with other people. My blood is finally out of the red. I think I like my blood a lot better when I can't see it to know what color it is. Not to imply that I'd prefer the zombies gouge my eyes out before they bleed me dry, but, 22 LR, I would drop this thing for a Luger in a heartbeat. Integrally suppressed. Alright, Dave. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you for your advice, too. You take care. Hey, big ups. I appreciate that, my brother. Take care. Hope to catch you another time. Uh-oh. I really want that chicken. I have no idea where it could be. I'm not gonna risk another altercation with zombies for it. Kinda just need to get into town, to be honest. I didn't carry this jerry can this far just to not fill it with a well. I wonder if my plate carrier has plates in it. It might be a little redundant if it didn't. I'm not even sure what I'm looking for right now. Oh, this cowboy hat's better than my black cowboy hat. On this one singular occasion, I'll drop my cowboy hat. I will actually take that, because once my cleaver wears down, I can't reliably make sure other things get opened with a high level of nutrition remaining. You have super itchy piles. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your super itchy piles go away. I don't completely understand how that works. I might drop the jerry can. Interesting. Have you seen a doctor? Do I have piles? I don't think I do, no. I have a DayZ story to tell. Or, well, an ongoing story for you to watch. If you'd be so inclined. What is it with people leaving zombies in buildings? I don't think that's ever happened before. And hey, if it has, no one's addressed it yet. So I'd say I'm off the hook. Crop dust him. Do you like stink up the room? Well, I guess I'm as bad as the other guys now, because I just locked a zombie in a building. But goddamn, I'm not falling for that again. Okay, all the doors are locked. I guess I might as well explore this building while I'm in here. At least until the zombies go away. Okay, if I use rags as kindling, I still don't have anything that may use for firewood. they still know I'm here. Over fart bathtub. These are very specific questions about farting. Personally, I don't have any issues with flatulence, but if you do, I once again have to suggest that you see a doctor. Oh my god. No, I want to be on the other side of the door. These zombies are a nightmare. Go chase that bottle down. I think they actually did. Curious. Hey man, whatever floats your boat. Yikes, okay, time to move. Have I been through here? Oh. Man, I was doing fine killing zombies earlier. All of a sudden, this has turned into a real chore. Okay, let's get out of here. Give me some bark. Just need some firewood. I think it's starting to rain. Is it starting to rain? Shockingly, my food and water hasn't gone down too much. That chicken is definitely losing nutrition now, though. Okay, perfect. This will do. Getting things back on track now. More iodine. Can I combine those? I can. What else can I combine? How many more bandages was I carrying? I can't combine bandages, okay. Oh, cooking right now is not great. I'll light this place up like fireworks. I can't say that I no. These flatulence questions are very odd, to say the least. I'm really concerned someone's gonna notice me. I'm not even sure where I'm going next. Let's see, the church is there. West of the church is a hospital, but I don't really need that. Also west of the church is a fountain and a police station. That's where I want to be. What do you know? DayZ does have ambience music. I guess now that I've got a new headset, I can actually tell. This sure is taking a while. Oh, go. Time to go. Okay, where is that church? So, directly in front. I think I see the police station. Oh, it is nerve-wracking. It is very nerve-wracking. Okay, south of the church is a road. I want to take the third right. Just west, so I want to get on this road. This road, take the third right. And hopefully not get spotted by anything. One, two, there's the police station. The well ought to be right over here somewhere. Isn't this just anxiety inducing? Time to fucking go. Let's have another look at the map. Across the road. Near a tourist map. So over that way, I think. Yeah. Like the zombies are not aggroed anymore. But it sounds like they're right outside the door. Where the hell is that tourist map? God damn, it is hard to see out here. I need to turn my brightness up. I don't know if I have HDR turned on. I don't think now would be an appropriate time to check. Let's see what else is near that tourist map. The generic two-tone house. Well, that looks like it's it. I mean, you would think that would be out here. Here's a tourist map. There's the well, okay. Assault boots that are badly damaged. Athletic shoes that are damaged. Yeah, I don't really have a leather sewing kit, so... Man, finding this well was a mission. We'll give it a few minutes. Okay. Well, damn. You didn't give it much space, did you? I'm gonna need you guys to calm down. You know what, there's only one more out here. is definitely tense. I've never had so much trouble with zombies in a town before. Not this run, at least. Okay. Looks like we're finally in the clear. Gonna drink until I have a full stomach. Then check out that police station. I think it's fine to sprint over there. Hope there's no one hiding out in here. Oh, I don't think there is. Okay. For starters, let me make sure the doors are shut. Now let's check this place out. Man, DayZ ambience is about as bad as Minecraft cave noises. I'll be damned. Pristine police pants, they're a lot better than my badly damaged ones. I guess I'll hang on to the road flare. Could be useful for baiting zombies away later. An SSG, no mag in there. It says plus, what's attached to this thing? Is it because there's ammo in there? I mean, there isn't, but... What I'd really like to find is some 9x19. Or a gun cleaning kit. Gotta make sure to check the mags I don't recognize. Might be able to empty them for what I need. Despite the doors being closed, I'm starting to think someone's been through here recently. Given that there's hardly anything in the area. Besides handcuffs. Ooh. Suppressed Scorpion. 380. I think my Bison might be better than that. I wonder if the suppressor is compatible. Pistol suppressor. Hey! Nice. Well, folks, I think that's gonna do it for the journey today. Who knows what's in store for next time. If you enjoyed, please leave a like so that I know that you enjoyed. Because if a lot of people leave likes, that means I'll have a lot of likes, and then I'll know, hey, people like this. And if you want to be notified next time I do continue the journey of the Phantom of Chernarus, consider subscribing. I will leave a link to the Discord server in the description, so be sure to check that out too. Everyone gets notified there, even if you're not subscribed. And hey, it's a good place to hang out. You've got some very active and fun members. Oh man, it's been a very different kind of stream, but I had fun doing this. I hope you all enjoyed too. In the meantime, have a good one.